are desperate. Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it my city, my city. My city, my city. Where do you go when your heart's with a fever? Won't you scroll, but you won't leave her? Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city. My city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it
What's the story, wrestling fans? Tonight's story.
You totally screwed that up.
I did.
Because we generally say tonight's topics on the
I know.
Wrestle
I wasn't
Story
sure where I was going to go with this.
Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story include NXT and AEW Dynamite.
The
Boy, oh boy.
The Wednesday Night Wars begin.
Yes, the Wednesday Night Wars begin. Boy, oh boy, was this difficult to watch, actually. Watching two shows at the exact same time is very hard. And trying to take notes on them at the exact same time is very hard.
Definitely very hard to do.
Like, you have no idea. So, for all the people that watch both
I have an idea.
at the same time, props to you, because it's hard. It's
I
difficult.
can't even get our intro right because of it. That's how hard it is.
So,
Hello, James.
Yes.
And hello, Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.
yes. Hello.
Good to see you guys.
Welcome to the chat.
Did you guys watch either show?
Or did you watch both?
Oh, yeah.
Or did you watch
or were you like us and watch both? Or did you flip like between
back
both?
and forth?
I suppose that because AEW isn't, I don't know. We'll see. I enjoyed NXT more and I would just watch both at the same time.
Cool. I feel like that's what a lot of people did, was watch both at the same time.
Yes.
Like, because it was the first show for each, well, the first show for each as, like, NXT has had their shows on USA, but this is, USA, but this is the first time that they've gone 2 hours on USA, so, like, counting it as, like, their first show or whatever, I think a lot of people were going to switch back and forth.
I just watched AEW. Watching both sounds way too stressful for my British brain. That's funny. I was going to ask you that, Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast. I wasn't sure if you guys, because aren't they, like, delaying it?
They were, but I think they changed that. They changed it so then...
Hello, Colin.
I'm an idiot. It's
How you doing?
3:20 a.m. and I'm still...
Hello, Matt.
By the way.
If I didn't say hello to everybody, hello, Matt, James, Give Me a Whole Yeah, Colin. Did I miss anybody? Scott.
What is up?
Best memory I have of Swagger Hager is him versus Del Rio and Ziggler. Cashed in. So Swagger does nothing for me. I think it depends on how they use the character.
I would agree.
It wouldn't air in the UK till tomorrow. Well, that's what I was wondering. I didn't think that they had it live, so I was just curious. As I didn't know if the Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast was like using some like pirated system to get it. Don't know. Unfortunately, I had to
Resort to sinful measures to watch it.
That's what I was getting at. So I was,
Swagger's not gonna get.
But I was kind of keeping it on the lowdown for you, so.
To watch AEW. I could agree with that I don't know if he would necessarily be a draw for people to watch AEW. I think it's cool that they have him.
I think that...
And it'll add to the roster, but I don't know if it will pull anybody in.
I don't know if it'll pull anybody in, but here's the thing. WWE doesn't always use their talent the way they should use their talent. And so I don't know that it will hurt them. Yeah. And like I said, it depends on how the character's used and what they do with him. That main event for AEW should have been thrown out after Moxley got involved. I 100% agree. I was not very impressed, and we'll get into this with AEW overall. Yeah, we're going to start with AEW for the show today. I have thoughts on it. Just a heads up for everybody. And I will explain why, and it ties into what I've been saying for a long time. We're now getting to watch AEW on Thursday night at 7 p.m., which is damn sight better than 4 days later, definitely.
Hey, Matt, I enjoyed his debut, though. He looked big. He did look big. Compared to the other guys in the ring. He was huge, He was huge. Definitely. He was huge.
I could not hate Shayna more than I do now, and I am happy for Rio, first ever AEW Women's Champ. Yes, definitely.
So, with that being said, we're going to start with AEW, and then we're going to talk about NXT after. Because, in my opinion, looking at both shows, AEW and NXT, this week, I liked NXT better. Well, I thought it was better. I thought, stuff kind of moved quicker. I think overall it was just a better show.
It was, but I think the one thing that they have is storylines to go with it.
Oh, yeah, I have thoughts on Shayna. Yeah.
So it's easier to do, it's easier to be more impressive when you have storylines to go with whatever you're trying to put out there.
I get that and I understand that, but storyline aspect aside, I just liked the show better. It just went, it was, smoother and, it just kind of all ran together, and it was good, and it was fine, and I liked it. I think AEW, some of the stuff like entrances and, I don't know, just some of the stuff I just didn't super love,
It needs some work.
I do agree with that, and it is the first show, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
It's one of those things that it's your first show. You have no storylines going right now, so you can't sit there and build something up. No. And I think that's one of the issues you have right now.
AEW's felt like a really solid show and maintainable.
I definitely thought it was. I thought it was a solid show. No doubt about that. I think the one issue they have is there's no storylines there. Yeah. However, looking at it,
I think
they're
creating
some
stuff up. So, the start of the show, we get Cody versus Sammy Guevara.
Mia Candice Belair should not be near the title anytime soon.
Probably not, but I have a feeling they're going to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because they're going to be. They don't have a ton of options.
Yeah, there's not a lot there.
No. And I'm going to talk about Shayna later. Just wait. Just wait. So, Cody versus Sammy Guevara. I thought this was a solid match. Just found out from a credible source. WWE 2K20 footage drops tomorrow morning. Yeah. That credible source is the WWE 2K20 Twitter account. I got the same information, James. Tony Storm and Rhea Ripley are the only options. Not really. They have a lot of different options, I suppose, with what they could do, but it's women that you said should not be near the title anytime soon. So, I'll talk more on Shayna later because I have things to say about her. Anyways, Cody, Sammy Guevara. I thought this was a solid match. I don't love that Cody won. They're going to have to figure this out where, I don't know. People just, I don't know. I just don't think that...
Colin, we've had this chat before. You don't need to sleep.
It's going to get old with the fact that the members of, the elite keep winning over and over again, and you're not letting the other guys win. Yeah. So, You knew Cody was winning. Yeah, you did. But I don't like that Cody won.
No.
Just because, Sammy Guevara isn't really out there. I think he's only had 1 or 2 matches. Maybe just 1. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But, like, he, I don't like the fact that being the elite members win all the time. That's just me. Cody isn't winning the title, though. I would hope he doesn't. I would hope he doesn't.
I don't think they're going to put him in storylines to win the title.
I don't think they should.
I don't think they should either.
Now, I think down the line, maybe.
I enjoyed the match. Sammy impressed me. The backflip leapfrog was a thing of beauty. Also, Brandy got beat.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Brandy got taken out.
Hey, doing, Christopher? Which was better? That is a good question.
NXT.
I would say yes, NXT. But a lot's going to depend on, I thought AEW was solid.
I thought it was a solid show. I think it had like some good wrestling. There were some spots that I was like, ew, geez.
I don't think it was as good as NXT.
No.
But simply, a lot of it had to do with the fact that you have storylines going in NXT.
It helps.
Some big things happened in NXT, and so I think that kind of is, for me, is what kind of trumped it over AEW.
I just liked NXT better. I just felt it was smoother and like things just kind of ran together a bit smoother, and there wasn't a whole bunch of time at the beginning of matches where like you just kind of got right into it, and I liked it better. Pac is more than likely getting a title match. I would agree with that. Yeah. My problem with y'all's collection of action figures, y'all have no Becky.
James.
Wow. Way to support the Raw Women's Champ. Good job. We do
have
have a Becky figure. We just haven't showed her yet. And we're going to get the new one, too. The man one.
It just hasn't been unveiled yet, James.
No.
We're waiting to do that after she loses on a special occasion.
I can't believe Balor and Ciampa are both NXT.
Yes.
Agreed. I thought that was pretty crazy. I'll kind of share more of my thoughts a little later after we're done talking about AEW. But I thought it was...
Now if they could just get rid of...
I thought it was crazy.
If AEW could just get... Can we talk about the AEW Women's title and how tiny it was?
It was so small.
Well, that's because, when you stand next to Nyla Rose, everything looks small.
No, but, like, that was, like,
I know,
small.
I'm kidding. I was making that up, okay? Anyway, Shivani, it was good hearing his voice. It was good having him on. Get rid of, what's his face?
Excalibur.
Yeah, Excalibur. And then, I think... JR and Shivani would be awesome.
Ciampa, Cole, Balor at War Games. I am so freaking excited. You have no idea. Nyla Rose is a botch fest. Commentary on AEW was good. Shivani was great. It was bought from a toy store. The belt.
Oh.
Totally, 100%. So Cody gets the win. After Cody gets on the mic, Tony Schiavone comes in the ring and he's going to interview Cody, and then Sammy kind of grabs him, turns him around, shakes his hand, and then Chris Jericho attacks Cody from behind. Chris then gets on the mic and says something along the lines of he is AEW or something like that. I couldn't really hear because I was listening to NXT in one ear and AEW in the other. So that was, cool. Mauro Ranallo calling Balor matches something I never knew I wanted.
Get rid of Sasquatch and Nyla Rose.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. So that was that first segment. I thought it was like good.
Yes, definitely. Both shows do have good broadcast
Agreed.
teams. Like I said, get rid of Excalibur. I think that the other two could.
You'd like it
handle
better.
It's scary that Tony sounds exactly like he did 20. I know.
Yeah.
It's a voice you can't forget, and it's a voice that
You
just
can't
keeps going on forever, apparently.
And you can't recreate it. Nobody.
Yeah,
can
there's no changing.
Nobody can recreate
No.
it. Like nobody will ever be Tony Schiavone.
Nah, definitely not.
Ever. So after we got the Cody and Sammy thing, we had Brandon Cutler versus MJF. MJF comes out at the beginning and cuts his better than you promo, and then MJF gets the win. I thought this was another good match. I really like MJF.
Yeah, definitely.
I like anything MJF does.
Yeah.
He's really good in the ring, and I love his character.
I was expecting him to come out at the end of the show and help out, but
I was too.
he didn't.
I thought that's who Dustin was.
Yeah.
I thought that was MJF, and then I realized it was Dustin, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
it's,
You didn't
MJF
save
and
Cody's
Dustin
butt? I can't believe you. I thought you were friends.
But different.
MJF is amazing on the mic.
MJF
100%.
Yeah.
He is one of the best. It's like he is the less PG version of Miz. Miz and MJF are so similar.
Yeah.
MJF is the Miz in AEW.
Yeah.
And Miz is MJF in WWE.
Definitely.
They have such similar characters, and they're both amazing on the mic.
I agree.
And they are excellent.
Yes.
And I love both.
Yeah.
So, cool.
My problem with AEW's commentary team for TNT is all three were play-by-play. Yes, they were. Hire Mike today. Yes, they could do that.
So, after that, we got an SCU video talking about the worst town they've ever been in. Washington, or whatever. They were in Washington, right?
Yeah,
DC?
I think so.
And then we got SCU in person, and they tell us the two that will be... Did Cutler hurt himself? Because he seemed to rush up the ramp hella quick from what I saw folks say. I have no idea. He might be, but I have no idea. Imagine MJF and Miz in a promo battle. It would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be crazy, I think.
Today was able to do color
and play. Yes.
Cool. So, SCU in person, Tony Schiavone's up there, he's interviewing them, and he asks, whatever about the match next week with the tag team tournament. And then they say, the two members of SCU that will be in the match next week are Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. And then after that, the Lucha Bros come out, and they do their thing, the dueto, or whatever it is, and then they beat each other up.
Yeah.
So, that was fun.
Yeah, it was an okay
I had to
thing.
get the Lucha Bros on TV somewhere
for
the first show, So we have the tag team tournament to look forward to next week. I'm actually excited for that. I am just worried that they're going to put... I really don't want them to put Young Bucks and Lucha Bros through.
No.
They need to let Jungle Express win.
Yeah.
They have to.
James, they had a couple people, that I thought would be on tonight that they didn't put on.
Yeah. My question is, Britt Baker was on commentary during the Women's Championship match and did nothing to help Riho.
Did she say anything during the commentary?
Not really.
I mean,
very little.
She said, nothing hardly.
It was very little. So I don't know what the purpose of...
LAX is going to screw Bucks and Lucha Bros. Yeah, I could see that happening.
They should. They 100% should.
Yeah.
They don't need to go for the tag titles. Not right now.
No, I can see that.
They can win the tag titles down the line, but they don't need to be the first.
No.
So.
I would agree. Yeah.
Don't do it.
I think Jungle Express are at least going to be in the finals. I think them beating the Young Bucks will be great. Yes.
Yeah, that's the way I think it should go. I think
you need it.
I don't know, though, because I don't think Young Bucks need to necessarily beat Private Party. Having Private Party beat Young Bucks would be excellent for them, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, I would say Young Bucks go through, and then Lucha Bros versus Jungle Express.
Yeah.
Jungle Express goes through, and then Jungle Express versus Young Bucks, and then I think you have to have Jungle Express go through to the finals on the left side. I think Dark Order's probably going through on the right side.
Probably.
Which is going to suck, because I hate them.
Yeah. Matt, I will tell you that she said very little. I think she may have said 4 words.
It was not.
It wasn't much. Anyone notice how both NXT and AEW had their tag and women's matches on at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes. I also noticed that, they went to commercials at the same time.
They did. It was very funny. It was Triple H is in the back. He's like, I got AEW in one ear, NXT in the other. He's like, they went to commercial break, hit the commercial button, click. That is hilarious. So after the...
What if WWE and AEW were in a cahoots? Nah, I don't see that happening.
After the SCU thing, we had Adam Page versus Pac. I thought this was a really good match. Pac got busted open somewhere. I don't know if it was above his eye or if it was below his eye, but he had blood dripping down his face. And so, excellent match between the two of them. I thought it was really, really good. And Pac got the win. I think that was a good choice.
NXT didn't have commercials for 30 minutes, which I don't mind. Yeah, I thought that was good.
I like the way today's show was laid out, where they had the commercial breaks where they kind of went to split screen. I think they should keep that full time. And so then you don't miss anything.
Yeah, then you have it during SmackDown and during Raw, and just do it that way.
You don't miss a single thing.
Yeah.
And you still get your commercials.
And the fans there don't have to, like, sit around and wait. Oh, wow. Must be a commercial break because they're all standing outside the ring looking at each other.
Well, yeah. And, I don't know. It just kind of, like, ruins the match if you have a commercial in the middle. Because you go to commercial break and somebody's down, and then you come back and they're back up and they're fighting each other and they're jumping off top ropes, and we're like...
Yep, we missed half of it. Io Shirai also showing why she is the best.
Yeah, yes. I thought everything for NXT was really good. That split screen was awesome. Yeah, AEW did the same thing, so I thought that was cool. Well, they did for the first, 30 minutes, hour of the show.
Yeah.
And then they just went to commercials, and they didn't do the split screen anymore.
Would be hilarious, but it won't happen because WWE has clearly spent so much money on keeping talents already. Yeah, I think that the one thing you have is I think if anything, WWE would like to squash AEW.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Which is why NXT is now on Wednesdays on the USA Network.
To fight them. Yeah. They make our lives difficult.
I think the one issue SmackDown is going to have
is it's on Friday nights.
Yeah, because I've said this several times. It's a Friday night. There's a lot of high school sports taking place on Friday nights. You're going to have a lot of people that might watch the show that are going to be going to high school sports. Mm-hmm. So I think they'll do okay. I just don't know if they're going to do as big as they would like.
Yeah, especially if they put the belt on Brock Lesnar.
I mean,
and he never shows
NXT
up.
did the picture-in-picture. Yeah. More money for all wrestlers. Yeah, definitely.
So, after the Adam Page and Pac match, we got Britt Baker, who comes out to be on commentary. Ticket sales went up 86% after The Rock was announced for SmackDown. Yeah, that was The Rock. Who shows up once in a blue moon for special events. They're not going to have him all the time.
No.
So, ticket sales might be up right now because they announced him. But after is what we're really going to have to worry about.
Yeah.
Because you can't have The Rock.
Well, again, it's like we've talked
having
about.
Brock Lesnar on the show doesn't matter.
They haven't built anybody up.
No.
And if they don't build somebody up.
This is what I'm saying. When people want to sit here and say, oh, ticket sales are going to go up because they announced Brock Lesnar. No.
Rock comes back and challenges Brock for the belt.
They're not going to go up.
That would be interesting.
They're not going to go up because of Brock Lesnar.
I'm predicting The Fiend will attack The Rock or The Fiend won't be on the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
They will do something with it.
They should.
Okay, maybe not The Fiend, but at least Bray Wyatt.
They should do something.
Yeah. It would make sense.
Now, but if they're trying to keep the brands separated, they might not.
Yeah.
But Fox might say, okay, we want him anyways because we want him.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's going to draw people in, so bring him over anyways.
He might be the one crossover.
He might be.
Or what they could do is Bray Wyatt is on... No, they wouldn't do that.
They couldn't do it.
No.
They couldn't have Bray Wyatt on Raw and The Fiend on SmackDown. Yeah. They can't do
Sting
that.
will be there to set up the Saudi match with Taker. Yes.
Oh,
that's because
we're getting another Lesnar rant.
That's because all those Saudi... all the people from Saudi Arabia want, they want
the dead people.
The old guys and the guys that are dead. Could you bring over the ghost of this guy and have him wrestle?
So, Britt Baker on commentary, didn't say much, during the Nyla Rose and Riho Women's Championship match. I feel like it was pretty obvious that Riho was going to win.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And she was going to be the first champ. Just because if they were going to have Nyla win, I feel like she would have just, won in a matter of 2 seconds.
Yes.
So,
I would agree.
Riho is the new
Team
Women's
Flair
champion.
Or Team Hogan?
Well, I can't pick yet because I don't know who's on the teams.
Probably
Team Hogan.
I'm going Team Hogan just because I'm a Hulk Hogan fan.
I'm probably going to say Team Hogan just because I think Team Hogan's going to win and Team Flair is not.
Sorry, James. I know you hate him. I'm going to be honest. This match should have been Baker versus... Yeah.
It should have been, but it wasn't. I think I would have been more invested in it if it was. I think I would have cared about it more if it was.
Yeah, I didn't care about this match.
I thought it was, like, good, but, like, there were a lot of spots that looked kind of messy, and, yeah, so...
I really like Rio. Yes.
I mean, I think she's cool.
I just don't like the Nyla Rose thing, so...
I just don't like the fact that she went up against Nyla Rose, and she's, like,
don't get me wrong,
half her
really
size.
like yeah. I just think Nyla Rose...
I feel like putting her in the match to begin with, Riho, that is, I feel like putting her in the match to begin with, it was obvious she was going to win.
Yeah.
Why would you put her against Nyla Rose and not have her win?
I would agree.
She's so tiny.
Yes.
They're going to do the underdog thing where she pulls ahead and she gets the win. It's obvious. Everybody knew.
Or it seems obvious. I expected Nyla to win, to be honest, so I was chuffed 2 bits. Great.
That's
now
a
he's
new
speaking
one.
British talk, and I'm going to have to look up what it means.
I was going to say, that's a new one. Never heard that before. I really thought WWE was going to give Nyla in the match
Colin,
to
are you
fit
still here?
an agenda.
Can you decipher that for us?
Can you be our translator? Thank you. No, so Riho gets the win, and then after AEW, not WWE. Yeah, chuffed. Happy. Okay.
Look, we're getting well-rounded not only on wrestling, but on, like, worldly language.
So, Michael Nakazawa, you know, the oil guy, your favorite? He's your favorite.
Yeah.
He comes to interview Riho, but gets attacked by Nyla Rose. After that, Nyla takes out... Well, let's see. Look. Colin did the same thing.
I knew it, see?
Here to educate. Thank you. We need some edumacation. No, so then Nyla takes out Nakazawa and then continues to attack Riho. Well, after that, good old Kenny Omega, who they mentioned earlier in the match, talking about how, just hold on, Matt. Kenny Omega comes out to help Riho after they had mentioned that, you know, they had trained together and they were tag team partners in Japan and stuff like that. He comes out to help. Yeah, bro, did you see that? Were you in here when that happened?
Yeah.
When Nyla Rose picked up Michael Nakazawa for the powerbomb, she picked him up, okay? Picked him up. It was like, up, and then it was like, back down, and he was like on his head, but then she brought him back up and went splat. I was like, that could have been bad.
Yes.
Like, she didn't even get him, like, picked up.
No, it wasn't good.
He's like,
definitely wasn't
half
good.
her size.
Yeah.
And she couldn't pick him up.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Speaking of the Fiend, I was searching for Becky's gif, and what did I see is the Fiend God. I hate that guy. How did he get there? Just focus on else. James, I responded to you. I told you what was happening. She will be the next one.
It's always a school day in the Wrestle Story chat room.
Hey.
Yeah, pretty much. So I have a feeling. Where is this Nyla is awesome that Brandy has been talking about? Good question. I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't like her. I don't.
I'm not getting like the. I don't know. She just doesn't have like the it factor.
No.
She doesn't have the like. I could be champion one day factor.
No.
Like, I don't know. She just doesn't have like tons of. I don't know.
Let me explain why I thought Nyla would win. The first transgender female champion as your first champion is a big deal for AEW to promote the diversity. Also, they're getting flack about lack of diversity at the moment.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense. Why? And I don't understand that because they've been probably more diverse as far as starting out than
any other company.
Yeah.
Also, where was B Priestley? Don't know. So this was the only women's match on tonight's card, which kind of sucked. I didn't like that. So, yeah. I don't know. I just didn't love that was the only women's match on the card, and it wasn't even that good.
No.
I agree, but they still seem to get flack about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I get it because people just like to complain about something.
Agreed. But it doesn't make any sense.
So I think that's probably part of the issue is it just gives people something to complain about.
So I have a question. Does anybody think that this could lead into a Nyla Rose versus Kenny Omega feud? Is that just me? Because I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to set up here.
Could be.
Based upon how this attack situation ended.
Or Kenny was just tired of having her out there and decided to
with
go out.
With Kenny coming out to help
Hey,
Riho.
Get out of here because it's time for us to take the stage.
Because I just have a feeling that that's where we're going. I'll be okay with it.
It would not shock me if that's what they're doing.
And I'll be fine with it. I just don't know if I will care about it.
Nah, probably not.
Just because I don't know. It just won't be something that I'm super looking into.
No.
And I'm cool with intergender wrestling and stuff. This just doesn't interest me.
No.
You know? I just don't know. But I just have a feeling that's where they're going.
I do.
I think it just makes sense.
What's James I doing for?
He, what I asked.
Oh, gotcha.
If Kenny can't bring Nyla to a good match, there is no hope for Nyla.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I would say so.
I think the different storytelling, if they could build it up, I think you have to build it up. I don't think you just throw them in there together. I think you have to.
No, you have to build something up. Maybe it doesn't have to happen right now, but the next time Kenny Omega has a big match or something, Nyla Rose comes out and is the reason that he loses, and then they kind of build up from there, and she's like, well, you can't
bring a good match to a broom.
I know. So if you can't give a good match to Nyla Rose, then yeah, there's no hope.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna, I think you have to build it up.
That's
if you want to get the storyline over, you have to build it up.
That's why
if you
I
just
think
want a
they
good match,
should
then
do
okay,
something.
then just throw them together and have a
maybe
But
have a good match.
But if
maybe
you're
not.
looking to build a story out of it and have a storyline out of it and something interesting out of it, then I think you have to. I think you have to build up the story.
I agree. That's why I mean something they have
right,
Nyla,
well, I gotta
Cost.
go. I'm gonna give you thoughts on Shayna. Who the heck is beating her, and why did Candace?
My thoughts exactly, Colin.
Colin?
I don't know. I don't have an
no
answer.
Clue.
I have no answer whatsoever. And I just have no idea. I'm just over Shayna, and I'll rant about her later. You can go back and watch that later, because I know you will. But it's stupid, and I don't get it.
I think that Matt. I think you're right. I think those. Yes, and I think those are the only two options you have.
It just I don't.
Tony or Rhea defeating her.
Because nobody else at this point makes any sense. So maybe they call her up as a champion like they did the Street Profits,
Possible.
and then use her backstage.
No, they can't use her backstage. She's not good enough on the mic to do backstage stuff.
No, they'd have to put her in the ring.
They have to put her in the ring.
So, after the Kenny Nyla business stuff, we got the main event, which was Jericho and Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the Elite. So, not even a couple minutes into this match, and Jon Moxley shows up.
Good night, Colin.
And attacks Kenny Omega. Yeah, talk to you later. See ya. Moxley attacks Omega. They fight all the way to this VIP back spot. And they go through a glass table. So.
Yeah.
That had to be fun.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Felt this match was short on time in my opinion.
Yes.
I didn't love it. I thought it was fine, but I didn't love it. That's where the match should have ended after Moxley. Take it easy, bubbly boy.
I think the Moxley thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree. I would say that probably they should have ended it with Moxley coming out.
Yeah. I understand why they didn't because they brought Jake Hager out.
Yeah.
But I think with the Moxley thing, it would have been more impactful because he got a huge pop.
Yes, James. NXT UK is tomorrow.
Yeah. Speaking of NXT UK, I know we kind of talked about this earlier. I don't know if we'll do a dedicated show to NXT UK or if we'll just tie it in with SmackDown.
Yeah, we'll
because
Thursdays
NXT,
are messed up for me anyway.
Well, yeah, and NXT UK is only an hour long, and so it's not going to be a super long show. So I think that's what we're going to do.
We will recap NXT UK. It just might be done on Friday.
Yeah, it'll probably be done on Friday, tied in with SmackDown. So
they were going to DQ Nyla for using a chair, but when Moxley came out, rules were thrown out. Yeah, I hate AEW rules. What rules?
Exactly. So after that, Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz, they get the win. And then after that, they continue to beat down on the Young Bucks, who we're fighting as a 2 on.
Yes, Give Me a Hell Yeah podcast does do NXT UK shows.
Yeah, they do. So the beatdown continues. Young Bucks had to fight 2 on 3 because Kenny was gone.
What time is it on there? Because I know they show it here at 7 o'clock our time.
Well, 7, but the first showing is at 2.
O'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they showed it too. That's right.
That's the first show.
I'm not home, so I don't see
The
it
first
then.
show, actually, I think it's 3. The first showing is at 3.
Yeah, I'm not home, so...
And then they do the second showing at 7.
Yeah.
Or 8. Or, no.
Are they keeping the same time then?
Probably.
8 p.m.
If Ciampa's back, does
that mean he is cleared?
I would
would
assume
say
so.
yes. You also dedicate a show to Becky about all her accomplishments. That would be better.
James, I think he'd be the only person that comes in.
James, we would, but after she loses the title here soon, we will be displaying our action figure that we have of her.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Sometime down the line, we'll show it. No, but anyways, the beatdown continues. I mean, like to wrestle. Yeah, I would assume so. We're not as organized as you.
We're not organized, trust me. When you have a house full like we have here, you're not as organized. Or we're not as organized. That's what I meant to say.
So, the beatdown continues, and then Cody comes out to help, but then Cody gets beat down. Then Sammy Guevara comes out to help to fight Cody, and then he kind of gets beat down. And then Dustin comes out to help fight off Sammy Guevara, who is fighting Cody. And then after that, we're like standing there. We're like, okay, what's going to happen next? Who's going to come out? It's got to be somebody. I was like, somebody's coming out here, right? And I wasn't sure who it was going to be. And it was Jake Hager / Jack.
That dude's big.
Swagger. Oh, Rollins and Cole were teasing a match on WWE.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I did see that. He is huge. He came out, pretty much demolished everybody. And he looks huge compared to everybody else.
Well, I thought it was okay because they're building something. They're started it out. I was hoping someone else would come out, but they didn't.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think the whole idea was, hey, we're taking out the Elite.
And we need to have a faction here that can,
that will
not
rival them.
Be the Elite.
Yeah.
I
think that was the idea behind it.
I would say so, yeah.
So I was cool with the ending.
Yeah. I was fine with it.
There's just...
CM Punk.
I don't think he'll come back, but I was expecting a big
like
name
somebody.
to, not Jack Hager.
Jake Hager.
Jack. See, I'm going to screw up his name.
Because he was Jack Swagger,
yeah.
and now he's Jake Hager. So yeah, that was pretty much AEW. I thought it was an okay show. I didn't think it was horrible. I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was great. It was. Again, I thought it was okay. I wasn't expecting anything, so I was chuffed.
Happy.
Yes.
You're happy. Cool. CM Punk did confirm the rumors about Fox. He did? When was this?
I don't know.
I haven't been on Twitter. Well, I mean, I have, but...
You're always on Twitter. What are you talking about?
I mean, I am, but, I don't know. Nobody knows. Let me... CM Punk! CM Punk! CM Punk!
Overall, I thought, they're showing an encore on TNT.
Is the rumor he is in talks for the backstage show on Tuesdays? Oh. Okay. Cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were talking about, but I just wanted to, double check. An interview.
Maybe because WWE's trying to get everybody they can to make sure they don't go to AEW.
Probably.
Just a thought.
Probably.
Faster than Twitter. See?
Yeah,
Hashtag faster than Twitter.
So now we got NXT, which I thought was an excellent show. I really, really like this week's. So we started off with Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle for the NXT Championship.
Fox deals outside of WWE.
Oh. Well, that's fun.
What if Rock calls Punk again?
That's funny.
Yeah.
So Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle. I thought this was one heck of a match, man. There were so many spots that I was like, oh. They were just nuts. And I loved them.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting here. What are you doing?
Oh, well, now I can't see the stuff. So, just go back over. Thank you. No, but I thought it was an excellent match, and it was really good.
Yeah. It was a solid match, I thought.
I loved it.
Latest rumors SD is more of a Fox show than a WWE show now. Oh, well, that's because, who knows why?
Because Fox wants it to be the way they want it, and if WWE won't do it, then they're going to say, hey, bye-bye.
Riddle Cole match was nuts, yeah.
Cole Riddle was match of the night. I agree. It was. Between both shows, it was the match of the night.
I would agree.
I think it was the best match that they had. So Adam Cole retains his championship.
Fox pays the bills, definitely.
Championship. And then after that, Adam Cole's standing in the ring. And guys, the nuttiest freaking thing happened. Finn Balor's music hit. And I didn't even notice it at first because at this point in time, the beat down on Cody was happening. So I was like trying to pay attention to AEW. And then I looked over at the computer and I was like, it's Finn Balor.
Yes.
And he comes out. He gets in the ring. He's like,
Bald Finn Balor.
Of right now, Finn Balor is NXT. Drop the mic. And everybody was like, woo! And I was like, I can't even believe this. This was such a smart move. Putting him on NXT, A, not only draws people back to NXT, B, it's giving him something to do that isn't on the main roster, in which he was the Intercontinental Champion and then he wasn't. And then he kept losing after losing after losing after losing. This is a good spot for him. I love this. And this is excellent.
Balor's first NXT shirt in 4 years is on the shop. That is cool.
I did see that.
Cool.
They already had shirts made and everything.
They put that up like right after he said he was in NXT?
Yes, they did.
Awesome.
So, Finn Balor is in NXT. This is so excellent and awesome and amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And it's a beautiful shirt for WWE. Yeah.
Well, considering their shirts recently have looked like, meh.
I was waiting for Asuka to come out after Shayna's match. Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been.
And then
really
Asuka
awesome.
being the one to beat Shayna. Oh,
yeah.
it'd be so
I think that would have been good.
It would have been so good, and I would have just been like,
King of the Cruiserweights, definitely. I think it's gonna help his career.
You were like, wow, whoa.
Well, I think it helps him out because it gets him away from the main roster where they've done nothing with him.
Exactly. They haven't done anything useful with him.
Asuka versus Shayna, yes please. Definitely.
Asuka would have been an awesome show. It really would have.
Yes.
It would have been excellent. And
yes.
I think they should have done that because she would have been used.
Well, and maybe down the road they will move her down.
Maybe. Takes them away from Vince.
I shouldn't say move her down. Move her to NXT.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that you see it as being down now.
No, if anything, NXT is better.
So here's a question. Will they create another show on the WWE Network for, up-and-coming talent?
I don't think so. Just because I think it's all going to be put on NXT.
Well, the reason I ask is because again, the WWE Network, outside of the pay-per-views...
Push versus Asuka Lock, two of the most dominant women's champion in NXT history.
What do they have? What do they have on the WWE Network that would make people want to come and watch it?
Well, they have 205 Live right now, but that doesn't make you want to come and watch a network.
No.
So.
I mean, they have NXT UK, but
again, I don't know if that would necessarily be a draw for somebody to solely buy the stuff to then do
No, I don't think so.
NXT.
I think it'll be another localized NXT, probably NXT Australia.
Probably or NXT Japan or something like that.
Well, I think that'd be cool being some of that. I mean, if they did something like that, I think that.
Because I feel like
that would be interesting.
I feel like Triple H has said something about that before, doing another show that is outside the country, and that's
they were gonna start some women's show and canceled it.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, the issue with the women's show is you don't have enough women that are in, unless you're going to bring down, like, all the women to it.
In which I could see them doing.
But then you don't have them on network. They're not on mainstream TV.
Which I don't think is a good thing.
I wouldn't see that working.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if they did it like in NXT Australia or in NXT Japan or both.
Yeah.
I think it would make things interesting.
Excuse me. So after that we got Io versus Io versus Mia Yim.
Yes.
Good grief. Also, Io Shirai brought out the best version of Mia Yim tonight. Agreed. I think localized NXT makes sense. It does well enough in the localized areas. Also, they can sign up all the talent to stop them from going to AEW.
Yes, I would agree.
Yes.
I hope they give the women more time, but I have my doubts. Yeah, I don't think they're going to give the women more time.
Who? On where?
On anything.
I feel like possibly on the main roster, they could.
I don't think they're going to give them time.
By main roster, I suppose I mean Raw and SmackDown, especially if they are trying to, like, if they're changing things up, then I could see them giving the women more time.
Yeah. How you doing, Austin?
AEW has given me life. Balor going to Cole and Ciampa going to Cole makes no sense. One should only go to him.
Yeah.
I'll share my thoughts on that at the end. That was an awesome match. Yeah,
I think really it makes sense because both of them want the title. And so maybe they set up a Ciampa versus Balor match to see who wrestles Cole for the title.
No, I don't think that's happening. I think it's going to be a
triple threat. Okay, never mind. Forget that idea because they're going to do some stupid triple threat match.
They're not going to do something stupid. It's going to be amazing.
No, it's dumb.
No, it will not be. It will be Tommaso Ciampa versus Adam Cole versus Finn Balor in a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. That gives me life.
Sorry. Triple threat matches for a title? No.
Okay, whatever. That doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry. Just.
It's going to be so lit. It's going to be so cool.
Oh, yeah. It'll be
lit.
And
it'll be an amazing match.
Yeah.
So just.
Yeah.
So then when it gets match of the year. Not when Vince gets his hands on it.
Yeah, see?
Okay, now if Vince is doing.
Why would Ciampa fight to get a shot for a title he never lost?
Exactly.
Well, I agree, but they're going to do something with it.
No, he's going to get a championship opportunity, and it's going to be Finn Balor versus Adam versus Tommaso.
It's WWE.
It's going to be Finn Balor versus Adam Cole versus Tommaso. That's what it's going to be. Just accept it already, because that's what it's going to be, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and why should
Does anybody else think it's going to be amazing?
When he had the title shot, and then
Who? Who?
Ali.
Well, because they decided that they were going to push Kofi because
he got
Kofi
hurt, and now he has to work his way back.
Because Kofi was over.
Whatever.
That's why. Now, moving on. Io versus Yim. Excellent match. I thought it was really, really good. Io got the win. That's the way it should have been. Io doesn't need to lose right now.
Come on, it's WWE. People show up and just get title matches.
Agreed. That's true. 100%.
Isn't that how it works?
Yes, it is. I love the fact that we wrote Io versus Yim on here twice.
Yes. Good job.
That's so funny. No, Dream challenges Roderick Strong for a championship match. The stuff is already on there. You just have to reload it.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah, I just thought I'd tell you because you kept looking over at it like you were like worried about stuff. I did. Yes.
All right, cool.
Anyways, Dream challenges Roderick Strong. He said he wants an NXT North American Championship match.
Then he gets Io Shirai, so didn't expect anything less from it. Yeah, definitely not. Mm-hmm. It's in the cards.
Yes.
I'm not really excited for 2K20. They won't tell us anything about it, but I'm happy about my career. Yes.
They are.
There's a video coming out tomorrow. We have sources that have told us that.
Yes. Credible sources.
Yes.
Credible source that is from Twitter.
Yes.
And it's not Brad Shepard.
No.
I can promise you that.
Do you guys think NXT will have a much bigger representation at WrestleMania?
You know what? I think what they should do, I know they're going to do takeovers and stuff, but I almost would love to see NXT involved in WrestleMania. If they do, like, the championship matches at WrestleMania.
I would like to see NXT involved more in the 4 big pay-per-views a year.
Pay-per-views. I think that would be really cool.
So I don't know if they will have a bigger representation.
But I would love for them to.
But I think they should have a bigger representation.
They should. Io will more likely getting a title shot by the end of the year. Getting the title by the end of the year. Yeah. She will. Not a doubt in my mind. Well, Ciampa Gargano feud with Mania worthy. Agreed. It was.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
After that, we get told that next week we're getting Leo versus Drew for the Cruiserweight belt. Why couldn't this have been added to the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? Anybody have any ideas? Any ideas at all?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Pretty much.
I don't get it. Forget the pay-per-view this weekend. What pay-per-view? We don't have a pay-per-view this weekend.
Nah.
What is this pay-per-view nonsense that we're not talking about at all?
So what do we have? 4 matches?
3.
3. My bad.
2 Hell in a Cell matches and 1...
People, 205 is now with NXT.
Too many matches on Hell in a Cell. Yeah, totally too many matches on Hell in a Cell. 100%. We can't add a 4th one. That's too many. Stop right there. Too many. Pause. Forget that.
Yeah.
I don't understand it at all. They kept making mention about SmackDown on Friday. I'm like, okay, SmackDown is a bigger deal than the pay-per-view. I understand it's the first week that they're going to Fox and stuff, but you have a pay-per-view this weekend. And you're not even, like, making a big deal out of that. You're not even, like, making it sound like...
The thing is, I told you...
Anybody should watch it. Like, this is going to be one of the crappiest pay-per-views of the year. I just have a feeling.
Well, I think they're just trying to get through it.
I think they are, too, but I just have a feeling it's going to be the crappiest pay-per-view of the year.
It might be.
And it doesn't have to be that. They could add a couple matches to it to make it better, but they aren't. Now, we still have Friday. They could add a couple, 2 matches... as of Friday, but I don't see that happening. Which is dumb.
Yeah.
Because it's only 3.
I agree. See, and since they're taking 205 Live away, I mean, that kind of takes another thing away from... Not that they got a lot of views from it, but it takes another hit on the network.
The second that Triple H said 205 Live is going to be integrated with NXT... I knew they were being on the pay-per-view, done being on the pay-per-views.
I would almost think you have to cancel, because if you look at the roster, I think there's only like 6 guys on 205 Live roster or something like that.
Like, it's not that many. I think they have more than that, but they don't list them as being on the 205 Live roster because they come from NXT, and NXT UK.
Well, I get that.
They only have a few that are set on the
But when you're having shows, you just think that...
roster.
I heard in WWE 2K that the pay-per-view match is going to be long. James, is that any different than the pay-per-view matches that they're for real?
Who knows? Maybe not.
Because some of those matches,
are long.
Yeah.
Very long.
The pay-per-views are long.
So after that, we got a Tegan Nox video talking about her injury and how she will be coming to NXT. Don't know when, but she will. After that, we got Johnny Gargano versus Shane Thorne. I did think this was a good match. I feel like it was pretty obvious that Gargano was winning. So
OC coming out would have been interesting. Especially since they pushed them. They got a little...
OC comes out and then Balor comes right behind them. Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
They should have saved if they were going to do that and have OC come out, they should have saved Balor for the end.
So then,
if that's what they were going to do.
Well, if that was the plan, does that mean that they would dump AJ out of the group?
No, because they need 4 people to fight Undisputed Era.
Okay, so they would bring him down?
Yeah.
Or bring him down. Bring him to NXT?
They would use all of OC. I only thought...
Maybe they still will, Matt. Maybe they will still bring OC over.
See, I think that could be really cool. Is like,
because
but I think if they were gonna do that and they were gonna have OC come down and they were gonna do some feud between Undisputed Era, they should have had OC and AJ come out first at the end, and everybody would have been like, ah, and then have Balor come out right after, and nobody would have expected that.
No, don't do it that way. Keep OC, keep AJ out for now, and then when Balor fights for the title, Undisputed Era comes out to help Cole. And then OC and AJ show up to help.
And then Balor wins the title.
Yeah. Undisputed Era won't be part of War Games match this year, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, you have the perfect setup there. Lucha House Party is three. Jack, Drew, Mike, Leo, Nice, Humberto. That's all I can think of.
See, that's like 6 people.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's like 9 people, not 6 people. 9 people. Sorry, but it's still a very small amount. So after the Johnny Gargano Shane Thorne match, we got Shayna versus Candice.
Imperial Lane could be in War Games. That'd be cool.
I am done with Shayna. I've been done with Shayna for a long time, but now I'm really done with Shayna. She needs to go away. She needs to drop the title. She just needs to go away. I don't care if she goes to main roster. I really, really, really don't care. She just needs to drop the freaking title. Because it is old at this point, and it is getting to the point where I don't want to watch women's matches on NXT that involve the championship because I know she's retaining, and it is dumb.
What you talk about booking the Demon again? Or how you doing, Justin? What? Now I lost my train of thought here. The Demon. I know Finn Balor has talked about not wanting to do the Demon again. What do you think? Do you think he would do it again, or does he want to just stay as Finn Balor? Dakota Kai will beat Shayna. I don't think Dakota Kai is going to beat Shayna.
No, I don't think so either.
I think Imperium versus Undisputed as part of an NXT versus NXT UK Takeover Series weekend. I think that'd be awesome. I think that would be cool. I think that would be a way to make it interesting. In NXT, yes, because they will treat the Demon right. The question is, though, he doesn't like to put on the makeup. I mean, he's come out and said that.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he would want to put the makeup on again. Maybe if it's like a limited time thing or a one-time thing. I 100% agree that it, in terms of storytelling, it helps.
Yeah. I don't remember Finn saying that. There was an interview.
I'll have to see if we can find it. And he talked about how much of a pain it was to put on the makeup and stuff and get all the makeup on.
I wonder who Baszler's going to lose to. That's what I want to know. I don't have a clue. I have no idea, and it's ridiculously stupid. And I just want her to just go away.
Dakota Kai beats Shayna, Io beats Kai, then Candice beats Io. That'd be interesting.
I suppose so.
Yeah. I don't remember Finn saying that. Yeah, we already answered that. I wonder who Baszler is going to lose to.
Don't know.
That is a good question. I think it's going to have to be either Toni Storm or Rhea Ripley.
I don't know if it's going to be either of them. I don't know who's going to. I don't know what they're going to do. I have legit have no clue.
Why the Demon should come out, but in NXT they actually give you a reason. Again, I agree with you. I think the Demon would be awesome in NXT. I just think I've seen him not really show interest. In fact, he's said that he doesn't like getting dressed up in the Demon. Well, we'll see if we can find that where they interviewed him and see if and we'll get it posted on Twitter. Dakota beat Shayna. How dare y'all not have faith in Team Kit? The end of the DQ or I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna have Shayna get beat.
I don't either. This makes no sense to me.
No.
It makes no sense whatsoever. They have gone through woman after woman after woman on that roster that Shayna has beaten, and it is ridiculously stupid that she hasn't dropped the title yet. This is why, at this point, I don't want to watch any more women's championship matches. Because 9 times out of 10, Shayna is retaining. And it's dumb.
Yeah, I'll have to... Give me a hold. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that. I don't remember where we saw it. But he had said that he didn't like dressing up. Yim should have beat her. I agree. They need to get
someone
the title
should
off
beat
her
her a long freaking time ago.
Dakota Kai needs to have more build up. I would agree. I think she has to be built up. Again, I don't think that they do enough with the women. I think that they have 2 or 3, just like in the main roster, and the rest of them are just there and fill in every now and then. I mean, does anybody else see it that way? Because I don't think
here it comes.
The rant's not coming, James. I don't think. Dakota Kai would be a lovely NXT World Australian champion. Yeah, definitely. I think that'd be cool. I think that's, I would love to see him do NXT Australia or NXT Japan, or like I said, I'd like to see him do both. And then I think it exposes people to the other cultures and how wrestling does, how wrestling is seen in other areas. How you doing, Wolf Fatchini? How was AEW and NXT tonight? NXT I thought was solid. AEW was okay. Again, I thought AEW just storylines aren't there. Although they started to build some, I felt tonight. Yeah. So we'll see. I think the story comes back full circle. Shayna used to bully Kai before she got injured, and a story was building up.
I never thought of that. She is, they did a storyline or whatever, where her arm, where she, jacked her arm up. So...
When are predictions for Hell in a Cell? That is a good question. We would like to know what, are they just having 3 matches?
I suppose so. I don't get it. That's another thing I find very stupid right now. And,
because I don't even know that...
There are 3 matches.
We will look to do the mock draft sometime next week.
Probably Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, come back Tuesday for mock draft. Now, everything, I don't know. Hell in a Cell makes no sense.
That makes a great story for them to feed her Shayna again. Yeah. Since Tegan Nox is coming to NXT, then it makes perfect sense for Rhea to win. Definitely.
Yeah. That makes a great story for them to feed her to Shayna again then. Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. How many picks for the mock draft? I don't know.
I don't know, because I don't know exactly how they're going to do it. Are they going to, have the whole roster?
Maybe.
Or are they planning on, some of people are going to be, stuck, grandfathered, whatever?
They might do, some of the big ones, and then just draft everybody else, and just kind of put it out there.
As of right now, this...
all we have is 3 freaking matches on Hell in a Cell. That's it. I could have looked the card up faster than you.
As of... Well, I'm trying checking different sites just to see if something was thrown out there to...
Oh. We were also looking at doing a mock draft. Should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. It should be exciting.
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Becky
3
Lynch,
matches.
Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns.
Yep, and yep.
There's 4 matches.
Where?
Isn't Cedric and...
No.
Oh. I thought they were putting that on the...
Yeah, people are making predictions as to what the next couple of matches could be.
So this is going to be
WWE Championship, probably not going to have anything for that.
An hour pay-per-view?
SmackDown Women's Championship, nothing for that, which is shocking. SmackDown Tag Team Championship, nothing for that. Intercontinental Championship, nothing for that.
Thanks for stopping in, Justin.
Championship.
We try to show energy.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. What's the point of this pay-per-view? There is no freaking point to this pay-per-view.
Yeah. Again, with doing a mock draft, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how, and maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do the mock draft the same day we do the predictions, because when you're only predicting 3 matches, it's kind of nah.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll tie in our mock draft with our prediction show.
Yes.
By the way, Justin, when we do our prediction show, and for Give Me a Hole, I don't think you've been here for one yet. We keep track of everybody's predictions, and then we announce a champion.
And mock draft on Saturday. We're going to do them on Tuesday, I think.
Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Predictions for Hell in a Cell make no sense on Tuesday.
What?
Predictions for Hell in a Cell make no sense on Tuesday because Hell in a Cell is on Sunday.
Why'd you say Tuesday?
I said Tuesday. We talked about doing the mock draft on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, so maybe we'll just do it Saturday.
We can't do it on Saturday. You're not going to be here.
Where am I? I'll be back.
This guy. Sometimes I just don't understand it.
I will be back Saturday night.
Okay, then. Well, then I guess Saturday. But predictions for Hell in a Cell. I don't think we're going to find a new champion out of this.
No.
Especially with only 3 matches. I think we're all going to tie. And
maybe we could just do our predictions right now.
Yeah.
Without having our regular predictions because there's only 3 matches.
Yeah. We can finish NXT.
Normally we would do, for those of you that just joined us, we normally get our group is growing, so I don't know what we're going to do from here on out because it's going to get harder for me to keep track of what everybody predicted and stuff. But when we do our mock draft, our prediction show, we have everybody that's we kind of had regulars, and we would all predict, and then we would announce a champion at the end.
Yes, we did. I've been champion 1 time.
Yes, we've had several champions,
and I've been champion 1 time.
Yes,
it's quite fun.
So we give you guys the opportunity to kind of get involved in it.
Becky and Sasha's going to be 2 hours. Fiend and Rollins will be 2 hours.
I think they're going to have to be 2 hours to make the show worthwhile.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to reload this. Hopefully this doesn't get rid of everything.
All right.
Sorry.
It's going to.
It will?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have to update
Open a new
this.
page.
Yeah, but I have to update this.
Okay, whatever.
So I can't open a new page.
So maybe Saturday, again, I don't know, because doing a prediction show is
being 2 hours, 7 and 9, and then 9 and 10. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to reload this.
Okay.
Hopefully this doesn't get rid of everything.
It's going to.
No, we'll see. No, it didn't.
Look at that.
It didn't get rid of everything.
Okay.
Haha. See?
Yeah.
I need the keyboard real quick. I have to change this.
Oh.
I have to retype something.
Good
so
job.
Guys,
She screwed up our...
I didn't screw anything up.
Early Sunday for predictions. Early Sunday for predictions. Say what?
Yeah. Early Sunday for predictions.
Oh, gotcha.
I was like, you're not going to be here. But then, you were like, oh, I will be here. And I'm like, okay then. You will be here? Okay.
Yeah, I'll be here Saturday night.
Okay then. So, anyways, next thing...
No match is going to be 2 hours in WWE.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked if it was, though.
What are you talking about, Jordan? They're going to have 3 matches
They're
that are 2 hours
always 2
this
hours.
week. This time, because they've only got 3 matches and have to fill 6 hours of time.
Yeah.
Now, I think this pay-per-view might be really short. Are they starting it at 7? Like normal? Harper, Rowan, Sasha, Fiend there. See, look at that. So Saturday night for predictions? Yes, that will be the plan. We'll do a Saturday night prediction show.
Yes.
Possibly, we may do where was I going with this? A mock draft. Maybe we'll do that Saturday night too.
You're just completely lost.
Why?
I thought that's what we said from the beginning.
I have no clue what we said from the beginning.
I don't either.
Saturday night prediction show.
Yes, Saturday. Saturday, guys. Saturday.
Well, Fettuccine, you just get as confused as we are. Because right now I'm totally lost and confused and have no clue what's going on. And it's our show. So maybe you have a clue what we're doing with our show that I don't.
Yeah.
Or anybody out there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, and Justin, we normally aren't totally lost. So,
No.
Being new, don't think this is the way it normally goes.
Mm-hmm.
What threw us off was the fact that we had 2 wrestling shows tonight.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I screwed up our intro, and it messed everything up.
So, I don't even remember where we were. Shayna and Candace. I was yelling about Shayna. Shayna won. It's stupid. I don't get it. I don't know who's beating her. After that, we got told that we were getting Kushida versus Walter next week. Should be a fun match. After that, we got Pete Dunne versus Danny Burch. Your brain is frazzled.
Definitely.
Accurate. It's going to be like this next week. Yeah, just expect the Wednesday shows from here on out to be here.
I think once we get used to it and start getting,
No, it's just going to take a bit.
Okay, no, we're going to be lost. Wednesdays are going to be messy. Why couldn't they have done one of these on, Thursday?
That's my thought process exactly. They're
Tuesday.
trying to mess us up. They're like, we want you to choose what you have to watch.
Yeah.
And people being people, we're like, no, we're not choosing. We're watching them both at the same time.
And then we're going to screw everything up, and, people are going to go, what?
So, we got Pete Dunne versus Danny Burch.
TNT.
Pete Dunne got the win, as I expected. I didn't expect Danny Burch to win. And then after that, I looked down for a second, and I looked back up, and Damian Priest has knocked out Pete Dunne. And I'm like, I thought Damian Priest came out for a match or something. No, he knocked out Dunne, and I was like, geez. A Dunne versus
Priest
feud. Fun. I'll be rooting for Dunne because I don't see the hype behind Damian Priest. I don't get the hype. I don't understand why people love him so much. It makes no sense to me.
How was AEW tonight? I thought it was okay. I thought some of the matches were good.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it.
I think it was.
I liked NXT better.
And anybody else that's in the chat that watched it may feel different, but I felt that it was hard to really get into just because there were no storylines.
I agree. I just didn't really like the show.
Now I feel that they started to build some storylines tonight. So as we go on, I think it could get better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Priest does
nothing
for me. Agreed.
Yeah.
I think Dunne will help you change your mind about Damian Priest. I don't know about that because I just don't understand the hype around him. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. The guy isn't that great in the ring. His gimmick is okay, I guess. But it's like, I don't see why people love him so much. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I don't get it either.
NXT was definitely better in my opinion.
Yes, it was definitely better.
Agreed.
But again, I think you have the storylines there that help you make the story more interesting.
It's going to be very similar to a Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black storyline. See, the thing is I liked both of those people. I like both Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black. Damian Priest, I don't. So,
I'd cross my fingers but that would break them. That's funny.
Priest reminds me of 2017 Corbin with wrestling ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. He's just, I don't understand the hype. I don't think he's that great in the ring. I think the only thing he has going for him is that bow and arrow thing where he, does his arms and then his name lights up in fire. I think that's cool, but, I don't like the gimmick on him.
Yeah.
I think it should be on somebody
else. And they
else.
may change it. I mean, again, he may do something that's impressive and, starts to make me like him.
I just don't see how
As of right now, I'm not,
I don't get it.
a huge fan.
Nope.
So Seth is losing at Hell in a Cell.
See, I didn't like Dream prior to the Black
I would
feud.
say yes.
Huh. Interesting. I've always liked Dream and Black. I've always liked them. I always thought they were cool.
Well, I think the one thing with Dream, I think the
character works for him.
Well, I think he's gotten better.
I agree, but I think the character works for him.
I would agree with Matt. At first, I wasn't a huge Dream fan, and it's kind of grown on me. I used to hate Matt Riddle, and now I'm kind of and then I kind of liked him, and now I'm kind of starting to not like him again.
Yeah, see, I'm the same. I didn't hate Matt Riddle at first. I liked Matt Riddle. I liked Matt Riddle until about a month or two ago when he started being an idiot and running his mouth on Twitter. And then I'm like, you just don't seem like the nicest guy. Like I thought you were. I don't like you anymore. I'm taking Seth too. Seth and Bray goes to a no contest. Aleister Black turned Dream into a star. How was Riddle versus Cole match? I thought it was good. Great feud.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I really loved the Riddle and Cole match. That for me was match of the night on between both shows.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it.
What do we expect from SmackDown this Friday? It'll be interesting to see because it depends on where they're going to go with stuff. I mean, are they just going to like kind of wait until they split people up next week?
Dude,
or
Seth
are they going to do something with it? Seth isn't going to Saudi as a champion for Team Hogan match. WWE is going to want the Universal title defended on the show. Yeah, I would say yeah, probably. He could do 2 matches, though.
What was the main event for AEW? It was Chris Jericho and Santana and Ortiz versus Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. That was the main event. It wasn't all that great.
No, Moxley
interrupted.
Yeah.
He attacked Kenny Omega. Then it was a 2-on-3 match. Then it ended with Jericho getting the win for his team. And then...
yes, it was Moxley killing Omega.
That was the synopsis of it, yeah. Then Jake Hager, he showed up. And, yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I liked NXT better. Their ending was better than this. So after the Pete Dunne match, we got Kathy Kelly backstage with Adam Cole, and they're talking about Balor. Adam Cole's essentially like, screw Balor. Screw Finn Balor. What, he has nothing on us. We're the Undisputed Era. We're freaking amazing. Okay then. Cool. Moving on. We get the main event. Street Profits versus Undisputed Era for the Tag Team Championships of the world. Undisputed Era gets to retain.
Oh, there's no doubt Ciampa showing up. Returning was better than Swagger.
Well, agreed.
Definitely
SmackDown's
agree.
going to be lit.
I
I guess dressing up for Halloween this year.
I am dressed up.
I think I'm going to go as Lacey Evans. I think. I could change my mind between now and then, but I think I'm going to be Lacey Evans. So that should be fun.
Yeah. Considering, look, here comes James. Here comes James. Watch. My nephew's birthday is October. That's cool. Even though we all have seen it coming for weeks.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, Undisputed Era retains with the help of Roddy. And then after, we have Adam Cole standing up at the top. And at first, I wasn't necessarily expecting Ciampa, per se.
It made sense.
It did make sense, but because Finn was out there earlier, I didn't think Ciampa was coming out.
Yeah.
So I thought Finn was going to like attack him from behind or something when he was standing up there because there were solid, several minutes of the show left. And I thought that Balor was going to attack him.
Yeah.
No. Ciampa's music hit, and I just jumped up, and I was like, woohoo! I was so excited, and I was like, what? Ciampa's back. And it was like, even though we knew he was coming back, it was still crazy and, like, exciting to watch.
Well, you went nuts.
I did go nuts.
I was like, okay, he's back. We expected him to come back.
I know, but I still went nuts.
You knew he was coming back.
You did know he was coming back. You just didn't know when.
Well, I had an idea that it was going to be... I thought it would have
Soon.
been 2 weeks ago, but it makes sense to have him come back tonight with going against AEW for the first time.
I agree. It makes sense, but I still popped, and I was like, I jumped up,
know.
and I got huge. So,
I heard you.
yeah, that was NXT.
I think everybody in the Twitter universe heard you.
They did that ending to NXT.
Should be... See, I knew it. Told you.
I thought they were
I knew
gonna
it was
do 2 weeks
coming.
ago. Should be Becky Maven.
They did the ending to
Okay.
NXT that I thought they were going to do 2 weeks ago. Definitely, I thought they were going to do it 2 weeks ago, Matt, just because it was on USA and, well, at least the first hour was on USA, so I thought that first hour they would have Ciampa come back.
Yeah. So that was NXT. I really, really liked NXT. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I was going to say something regarding something at the end, and I don't remember what.
I have no clue.
I can't remember. Yeah, NXT did have the overrun. They
Yes.
went till 9:15. They had it slotted out for 9:15. I wonder if they're going to do that every week, or if they're just doing that for this week because it was the first week against AEW.
How you doing, Marsh Reviews?
How's it going?
Did you watch the...
So it gave them the advantage.
Did you watch NXT or AEW, or did you watch both? Because we did watch both. It was hard to do.
It was very hard to do.
Take notes and pay attention to what was going on. And
It was very hard to do.
but we did do both.
I'm going to check Twitter to see if there's anything else to talk about here.
Hopefully, we got all the information out there. And
let's see.
Kept tonight interesting for those of the people that are in the chat. How did you watch both? It was not easy.
We had AEW on our TV, and then you had NXT on the computer that we are streaming on. You had that on there with headphones, and I had it on our laptop.
Yeah.
I had NXT on there, so I was kind of watching both. And you were watching both.
Yes.
So. Computers and a television. That's how we watch both. It was difficult.
Yeah, especially when I had the headphones and I had one ear.
I watched both my computer. That's cool.
I watched both. I literally went from match to match. First started with Cody match. Once it ended, it started with Matt Riddle versus Adam Cole. Yeah, that's cool. I thought about doing the split screen thing, but then we couldn't hear, so I put one on the TV. So I had my headphones out off one ear.
I literally went from match to match.
So maybe that's why my brain was frazzled as Gimme Hell Yeah was saying earlier, because I was trying to listen to two different things at once.
Yeah.
But when you're a teacher and you sit around and you have kids talking all day and you have to work through all that, it's pretty easy to do. Does Rock showing up on SmackDown this Friday even matter?
I don't know. It depends on what they do with him.
What is done with him?
Do you guys want to hear what happened after AEW Dynamite went off the air? Sure, I'm going to tell you anyways. So they got dark matches. They got Lucha Bros. And Jack Evans and Angelico.
The Rock can do whatever he wants to do on SmackDown, yes.
You guys have done a good job.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. They had Lucha Bros, Jack Evans and Angelico versus Private Party and Best Friends in a dark match. And Lucha Bros, Jack Evans, and Angelico won. They had a women's tag match that was a dark match. And it was Bea Priestley and Penelope Ford versus Allie and Britt Baker. And Allie and Britt Baker won the match. And then the third match we saw, well, we didn't see it, but some people did, was Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy fighting SCU. And it ended with SCU closing out the night with a big win.
Hopefully The Rock gets attacked by the Fiend. Yes, I think it would be interesting. I think it would make things interesting. Charlotte was on FS1 this morning.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say earlier.
I
don't understand.
Mark's reviews. What did you like? It reminded me of a brand new updated version of WCW special with Tony Schiavone hosting interviews on the top of the ramp. I think the Lucha Bros and SCU segment came off real WCW cheesy. Yes, I would happen to say yes. I agree with that. What did you think? Did you like NXT better, or did you like AEW better?
For us,
because we've kind of stated that we liked the NXT better. Just again, I thought it was storylines that kind of really helped it out. AEW revealed the tag titles. That is cool.
With the dark matches, I don't understand why. Okay, you probably could have put the if you had shortened the entrances some. That's the one thing I will say. With AEW, I did not love how long the entrances were. Yeah. They were so long, and it took forever to get into the match. And so I think,
but that's kind of what, I mean, if you go back and watch, some of the old WCW shows, that's kind of what they did with that.
With what?
Some of those had long entrances.
I get that and understand that, but if we're sitting here watching NXT and we have AEW on too, NXT is already 5 minutes into the match when AEW hasn't even finished both guys' entrances. So, I feel like they have that disadvantage, and they could fit more in if they cut down the entrances as a whole, because they had, it's several minutes for each entrance.
But they're not trying to be
No, and I understand that, but they could fit more into their show.
Well, they could.
If they cut down the entrances, which I, don't love.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't know. I think that they did You know, I thought the entrances were okay. It didn't. I didn't have an issue with the entrances, but you know, I watched a lot of WCW, so I'm used to the longer entrances. And now the one thing I will say that hey, doing Export.
What's up?
I think the one thing they could do with their entrances is, as they're coming down, play to the crowd more.
I mean, I agree.
Rather than just walking out.
I suppose, yeah. But, like, still, I don't like the long entrance. I feel like they could cut that down some and, like, I don't know, fit more stuff in.
Yeah, again, I don't have an issue with the entrances. I think they're okay.
How do y'all think Becky and Charlotte versus Bayley and Sasha will fare Friday night? I think Becky and Charlotte are going to win.
Or will there be interference?
No, I think Becky and Charlotte are going to win.
Because Becky's going to get attacked by Liv.
No, I think Becky and Charlotte are
Well,
going
a lot
to
of stuff happened. Did you watch them both, Export?
Not everyone needs an Undertaker-like entrance. Agreed! You don't need to have a 95-minute long entrance. And then, like, that just, I don't know. I don't like that.
Well, the Undertaker takes 35 minutes to walk
Undertaker
on a
has
short
a
entrance.
special entrance,
Well,
though.
I get that, but he
the
also...
entrances that we had tonight weren't anything special. They were
the
legit,
Undertaker
like,
takes
them
35
just,
minutes
like,
to walk 15 feet.
walking. But that's different, though.
I think the shock value for AEW is big for me. I think the NXT had the better wrestling outside of AEW's main event. I feel in 6 months, the AEW hype will cool down a bit. NXT overall win. Cool. Yeah.
And Riddle was insane. Agreed.
Yes.
I loved Cole and Riddle. That was my favorite match of the night. Between both
I do
shows.
think the AEW hype that will, like, yes, and I thought AEW more enjoyable show. See, and that's where I think you're going to have. I think you're going to have.
The Undertaker is currently making his entrance ahead of SmackDown.
And he'll just get to the ring when they have SmackDown on Friday.
He needs a solid 2 days.
Yes.
To get there.
I think that you're going to have the people that like AEW. I think you're going to have the people that continue to like NXT. And then I think you're going to have a handful of people that will watch both and like both. I mean, just watching things, I think there's a lot of people out there that either like AEW or they like NXT.
They're pro AEW or they're not.
Yeah. There's not a lot of in between.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make a lot of sense because I think more wrestling helps overall.
Yeah.
I think it forces a better product out of WWE.
Oh, wait. Did they have 4 dark matches? I think.
Actually, by the time to the venue, the show will be over. That's funny. So yeah, I mean, it's I liked NXT better tonight.
Yeah.
But I could see where AEW, if they start creating some storylines, I could see them being, holding their own and keeping, at least retaining the audience they have.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what kind of numbers they're going to have or anything like that, or what kind of following they're going to have, but...
Oh, there was another dark match. Darby Allin versus Shima.
There were quite a lot of ads on NXT. Didn't they say they would have limited ads or something?
Yeah, but the thing was, with the ads, they did the split screen, which is different than what they've done before, and I like that better, and I think you could still watch what was happening when it happened.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing more of AEW's roster. I think they have some great guys on the books. And once it settles down and they don't need all the elite on each show, it could be great. Yeah, I agree. I think that's, when you start to see... and that's one of the issues I have with WWE is they have a lot of talent, but it's the same people every week that you see.
Yeah.
It's changed a little bit over the last couple of weeks. Now, whether they continue to do that or not, I don't know. I only care about Becky. Where Becky goes, I go. Yes, James, we know. Because you are Becky's #1 fan.
Okay, we have one
Even
more thing to
Maven
talk about here.
has to admit that you're the #1 fan.
Yes. We have one more thing to talk about here.
What's that?
Jericho shaved his face. Why did he do that?
The whiskers were getting in his way.
Why did he do that? Bayley will screw over Becky on Sunday. I don't see it happening. I have a strong feeling that Sasha will win, but I also have a strong feeling that Becky will retain.
Let's see. I didn't watch NXT, but from some matches you spoke of, it sounds a lot like filler with one amazing match.
Remember I said this. Mark's review said this. Kota Ibushi will help Omega beat Moxley at Full Gear. All right, we'll remember that.
Yeah. Write it down right now.
Yeah, sure, we'll write it down. And then we can go back on this, and when it happens, be like, Mark's review said it first. Mark said it first. Shayna's taking the title with her until death, it seems. I hate it. I don't want to watch any more women's championship matches at this point in time because Shayna is retaining every single time, and it is pointless to me to want. It doesn't make me want to watch the matches. It doesn't make any sense for me to watch the matches if I already know the outcome, in which Shayna retains.
Going back to what Gimme a Hole Yeah was saying, I didn't, not watching NXT. Overall, I thought it was decent. It was solid. Nothing really stood out to me. I thought the Ciampa thing was cool.
I thought the Finn thing was cool.
The Finn
and I thought
thing
the
was cool.
Adam and Matt match was
and the
really
Adam
good.
match was pretty cool. Other than that,
Look, I really feel like Shayna Baszler, but the title reign has went on too long.
Definitely.
Agreed, and that has ruined her.
I agree.
It has ruined her.
Way too long.
100% has ruined her because nobody wants to watch her anymore. Nobody likes her anymore. Even people that did like her before, like you, Matt, are saying she's had the title for too long and they need to have her drop it because it's getting old. So, they have to have her drop the title. They just have to. Not saying her reign is bad, but I get what I get what you're saying.
Well, I think you have to start to keep people.
You have to have her drop the title.
Yes, just like
Bottom
Becky has to drop
line,
the title.
She has to drop the title.
Yes.
Okay, now Becky, I wouldn't necessarily
100% agree.
Becky has to drop the title.
Jericho looked old as hell. I'm so surprised he pulled that moonsault off. His speed running the ropes is sad. Yes, definitely.
Almost 2 years.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Way too long.
Becky hasn't had the title for not even a year yet. And everybody's like, she needs to drop it.
It's been too long.
Which I
let's not
get,
say
and I
Sasha
understand that
winning.
just to
Can
put it
you-
on somebody else.
Can you another way to describe it?
I don't know how else to describe it, except Sasha is beating Becky, or Sasha is winning the title, or Sasha
Here you are, James. I'll say it this way.
will be
Becky-
the last woman standing.
Becky.
Is that better?
Becky is not winning. There, I didn't say Sasha was winning. I said Becky is not winning.
And then he's going to come after you and say, can you rephrase that too?
I mean, there are 3 massive moments on NXT, but what was the rest of the show? It feels like the hype is over one great match and 2 big surprises. They can't do surprises each week. I agree, and I think that the Street Profits Undisputed Era match would have been better.
If Street Profits had won.
Well, I think one of the issues I have with it
Okay,
is...
I don't like the fact that they had 3 championship matches and none of the titles changed hands.
Well, I think the whole Street Profits Undisputed...
That was essentially, you could have said, all right, we're going to do Shayna Baszler versus Candice. It's not for the title. It's just a match, and Shayna beats her. Or you could have just had Street Profits versus Undisputed Era, not for the titles, and Undisputed Era beats them.
Well, again,
I don't
think...
see the purpose for having the title matches if you weren't going to have any titles change hands, which I thought was going to happen because they made a big deal about the championship matches. And so I don't get it. I know Street Profits weren't winning, they were on Raw now. But they've never said they're on Raw. They haven't had a match on Raw. So in my mind, they're staying on NXT until further notice. They're just doing the promos on Raw to get people hyped up.
Yeah.
That's all I see that being for until I see them get in the ring. And then I will say, okay, they're going to Raw. But till that happens, they are still on NXT.
Well, the thing is they haven't done anything on Raw. I mean, what was the point of this match tonight if they're going to be on Raw?
Exactly. Makes no
I
sense.
don't understand what they've been doing.
I was under the impression Shayna and Candice was closing NXT. I also was under the impression that Shayna and Candice was closing NXT. And then they would have Candice beat Shayna. And that would be the big moment.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So, I didn't like that.
I thought Shayna and Candice was going to close NXT too.
They need to push
And
one of
then they
Shayna Baszler's Lady Goons, make her super over, and have Shayna turn face. I don't know if Shayna can turn face.
No.
They have the draft, so I think they're waiting till then. Yeah. Shayna and face does not work together, buddy. Yes, the export, I think I have to agree with you. That I don't think Shayna going face works. She has to change everything she does up.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I think Shayna has to change everything that she does up, her in-ring style, the way she does things. She's going to have to change it all if she was to go face. Shayna can never be a face. See, that's it. I don't think she can. I really don't think it can happen. Just because, like I said, she's going to have to change everything. Because the stuff she does now, it's like to hurt people. And I don't think that a face would necessarily do that, you know? So they'd have to change everything. Like, everything. Because other than that, I have Ciampa can be a face. He can. He could totally be a face. It's like Corbin. It's like saying Corbin should be a face, which won't work. Agreed. I don't think you could put Corbin as a face either. At this point, mostly just because of how much people hate him, just because they've overused him and nobody likes him anymore because of that. I don't think putting him as a face would work. But I also couldn't ever see Corbin as a face. They would have to, again, completely change his character and do something completely different with it, because it wouldn't work. Ciampa's going to be a face now that he's back. I could totally agree with that, and they have Adam Cole being the heel, so to speak. I think the reactions for it is going to be kind of like 50-50, but I feel like Ciampa's going to get cheered more just because of the fact that he's back and he's returned, and it's super cool. And then if you throw Finn Balor in the mix, I feel like he's also going to get cheered a lot, but I also think that Cole's going to get cheered. So I really don't think in that particular storyline, if they're going to do the three of them, I don't know if there's necessarily going to be a definitive heel and a definitive face. Because, like, they all are going to get cheered and good reactions, I think, equally. Oh, yeah, and Swagger returned. Yeah, he did. I didn't think it was super, like, impressive. He's, like, huge compared to some of the other guys that they had in the ring. But, like, other than that, I didn't think it was, like, super impressive. Was I expecting it? No. Was it cool? I suppose so. They have somebody else added to the roster, so that's nice. But, like, other than that, it really didn't, like, it wasn't, like, crazy. And, like, it was, like, okay. If Winna Baszler... Goons destroys her and fans will be on her side. I don't think so. I feel like I would almost cheer Shafir or Duke if they were to turn on Shayna, just because I would like it better. I don't like Shayna. They've ruined her, and so I feel like I would like her goons more than her. Because you aren't going to show what Ciampa went through and bring... Yeah. You can't not show what Ciampa went through and then not bring him back as a babyface. You have to. So, that makes a lot of sense to bring him back as a babyface. Which overall show was better for you? NXT. I liked NXT better. I think it flowed smoother than AEW. Like I said, the entrances were super long for AEW. I felt like the matches were, like, they were good, but, like, nothing really stood out to me. Like, it was amazing. So, overall, I liked NXT better. Duke and Shafir need Baszler right now. I think they do, just because they don't really have anything else. They haven't built them up as characters on their own because they've always been with Shayna.
Well, without Duke and Shafir, or without Baszler, both Duke and Shafir, like Matt said, are going to be lost. They have no clue.
No, because they haven't done anything with them except put them with Shayna.
Well, I don't think that
Which I think is part of the problem.
I don't think that they're good enough to go out without Shayna.
Well, I don't know. You'd have to put them out on their own.
Yes.
Agreed as hell. They're still new to wrestling. They are new to wrestling, but I think part of the problem with them is they don't put them in the ring enough because they are behind Shayna.
I would agree to an extent. I know this is out of left field, but I've tried, Lord. I've tried to get into Impact, but I can't. The roster sucks.
Rich Swann is good, and Tessa Blanchard,
but that's it.
We don't watch Impact, like, regularly.
And a lot of it has to do with time and like,
channels and stuff, like the channel that they have it on right now. Like, we don't get that, so we can't watch it. But, like, I don't know. I've watched Impact a couple times, but not, like, anything, like, crazy. I really like Tessa Blanchard. She's really good. She's excellent. I like her. And there are a couple on there that are really, really good. But, like, other than that, it's, like, it's just bleh.
Yeah,
I don't really watch Impact.
Again, like I said, a lot of it has to do with time for us.
Plus, if you take Duke and Shafir away from Baszler, you cannot do horsewoman stuff.
Yeah, I would agree.
I understand that.
Wrestling is destroying my time, and I love it.
I can show you ways to watch, but I don't know why you would. I would disagree on Impact's roster. See, I don't know. I don't know enough about Impact to kind of have an opinion and a voice on it, just because I've only watched a couple things for it.
I think our local Fox has it like on Saturday nights or something.
I have no idea. Not a clue. It used to be on Twitch before they got the TV deal. And so we watched it on Twitch like once or twice. Impact has one of the best women's rosters in wrestling today. Yeah, I know they have some good people over there. They got, Tessa and whatever the other one's name is. I can't think of her.
They're so good that you don't remember the name.
She is
good job. Didn't you guys watch the show at some time? Because I don't know how that is.
How is that possible? No. Nope, we've never watched Impact.
We watched it every now and then. Just not a lot.
Guys, I'll stop by your next post show. What is that? What is it? Friday Night SmackDown?
Yes, we will be here Friday night SmackDown.
Yep. We'll recap SmackDown, and then we'll also kind of touch on NXT UK, because we're not going to do that tomorrow, just because you have a football game to coach, and it's only going to be an hour show, and there's not going to be a lot to talk about. So we'll combine it with SmackDown, and we'll talk about that first, and then we'll talk about SmackDown.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
So. Tessa Blanchard, Tennille Dashwood, Sue Young, Rosemary, Jessica Havoc. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know there are some, like, big names over there that are good.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
James, you've already made a third of the predictions.
Yeah. Pretty much.
There's not much to it after that.
Yeah. There really isn't going to be a lot. It's going to be a very weak prediction show. So.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with it.
I don't have a clue. Like I said, being WWE, they'll probably add another, 3 matches before the show starts. And
yeah, right before.
Yeah, an hour before the show starts. And then, I don't know. They're promoting a segment between Booker T and Alicia Fox. That is just, no.
Yeah, I hope not.
Remember when Cody Rhodes was in Impact for a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just there for a cup of tea. And then he was leaving. He was like, thank you. Goodbye.
Thing with Impact, we do, as far as, following it, we do kind of follow it, but we
sort of.
Watch
it. I watch,
again,
I follow Impact on Twitter and stuff, so I'd
time.
see, highlight videos of things that happened.
Yeah. W doesn't own the Rhodes name.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
They don't own it. And so Cody could use it if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So. We'll see.
I'm surprised they don't.
Me too. He just calls himself Cody.
Yeah. I just hate the fact that Fox is promoting the Legends more than the current talent.
Yeah.
Again, Export, who do they have that they've tried to push?
Well, they have several that they could talk about. They're not promoting this Brock and Kofi thing like everybody says they should be. That's going to be the big draw. Oh, Brock Lesnar's champion.
But again, it's when...
They're not promoting that. If they're bringing Becky over, they're not really promoting her either. Cody can use the Rhodes name, but chooses not to. Yeah. He just really likes the American Nightmare Cody name. I like the American Nightmare Cody, too.
I mean, I think that the one issue that again, WWE has no big superstars.
No.
They have a lot of wrestlers that are kind of, in my opinion, as far as being over with fans and things, are kind of at the same level.
Yeah.
And The Fiend is the only one that I would say right now is anywhere close to being a superstar.
Agreed.
That drunk Alicia Fox needs to go far away and never return. She might, James. She might go far away. She might go to Never Never Land.
I don't know. I just think, like, to be fair, it's the Fox debut for SmackDown, so of course they will promote the Legends. Yeah, because those are the people that are going to be there. And, like, I don't know. Did we just go offline? We're still up on there.
Yeah.
Are we still up? We are.
Oh,
We're
still live, and YouTube's the ones that, like...
Shut down for a second.
That was crazy.
No, that's okay. We're back up.
It was The Fiend.
Fox shouldn't be shocked if the...
Twitter went down last night, so I blame The Fiend. Yeah, I saw that.
Fox shouldn't be shocked if the ratings for next week drops down a lot. See, that's what I'm saying.
That's just it. I just don't think that...
If there... You know... I think Matt said something about, you know, they announced The Rock and stuff went up like 86%. And I was like, of course it did, because it's The Rock and he only shows up once in a blue moon. And people want to see that. But then next week when ratings go down, it's not going to...
So did anyone see the AEW commercial during NXT?
I didn't.
No, but we were trying to watch both at the same time, and so, like...
We probably missed it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Excuse me, Maven
Correction,
Fox.
The Rock never shows up. Oh.
Excuse me, Maven Fox is promoting Becky. Let's get that right. Are they really?
I don't think they're really... I mean,
they're not promoting anybody.
Again, I think the big issue is we talk about promoting and things like that, and I just don't see... like any big stars out there where people go, wow, yeah, I really need to see them. No. Again, The Fiend's the only one that I could think of that people would go. If you're just talking about a casual fan,
I think The Fiend would interest people.
I just don't think there's any out there right now that people go, wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd like to go see them. Yeah. Or I'd like to see them on TV.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Well, actually, on the Fox production truck, they legit have the whole roster on the truck.
Well, I suppose that's good if you're driving on the road and you drive past the Fox truck.
So does that mean, like, the whole roster is available to be on Fox? Is that what that means?
I don't get it.
Because that's kind of what I've get out of it, is that, look at the billboard on Fox Studios.
Yeah, I did see the photo that Becky put up where she was on the side and she was, like, so proud and stuff. And, like, she was, like, excited for that. And that was cool. Simply, they have no faith in talents. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Fiend is only just starting up, though. They'll have plenty of time to mess him up. Yeah, they do. They do have plenty of time to mess him up.
Yeah, they do.
Plenty of time. That Matt Riddle and Adam Cole was fudging epic.
It was. I thought it was a solid match, I thought.
It was.
The only thing is I think we kind of knew who was going to win.
Every near fall of that match was epic indeed. Yeah, no, when they did that spot where they were, like, going back and forth and it was, like, Matt Riddle, like, kicked him in the head and then Adam Cole got up and he, like, super kicked him and then Matt Riddle was back down, but then he, like, grabbed him and he did this thing and that thing and then Adam Cole super kicked him again. I really, really liked that spot. I was like... But then when Matt Riddle did that suplex and, like, nearly dropped Adam Cole on his head, I was like, that didn't almost look good. No. That almost looked like you possibly took his head off.
Yeah. They're just using those guys to help promote SD Smooth to Fox, not a spoiler for the drive. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you. Now you can bow down to Becky's all-time number one fan. Told you so.
Well, real quick, while we're talking about Becky, she is the new, like... She's the new up, down, down champion. First female.
Yes.
Up, down, down champion. Super cool. She won it. Playing Marvel vs. Capcom. Which is a very fun game. Funny thing is we downloaded it the other day. Like, after I watched that video, I was like, I want to play Marvel vs. Capcom.
It's not like when WWE spoiled Kyrie's call up. Remember Kyrie? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, who? Wasn't it Kyrie Sane?
Who's Kyrie?
Or is that... Am I thinking of... I don't know. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I don't know who Kyrie is.
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
I could take that title off her real quick. I play a lot of games.
Yeah, well, I don't play a lot of games, but like, I mean, I do, but I don't.
Are you all playing Resident Evil 2?
No. I don't play scary games. I play WWE. I play Marvel vs. Capcom.
I think I
now.
played the original Resident Evil. I don't. No, I don't. Yeah,
I like Mario
I think I played the original Resident Evil.
I like Mario Kart. Mario Kart's fun. I'm really good at Mario Kart. I can whip anybody up and down in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So good at that.
Like WWE legit spoiled it when they had her on the shake up graphic hours before that SD went on. You know, WWE has messed up a lot of things with like their graphics and things. We could have that sweet Io versus Kyrie feud, but Vinnie Mac says no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
I think it would have been,
work.
it would have definitely been a good match.
It would have been good. I would have liked it.
Yeah.
I would have really liked it. We were gonna have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
were. That's the keyword. Were.
Girl, Mario Kart was my game before. No, I can whoop anybody up and down in Mario Kart like that. Like lickety split. I'm like, beep beep. I'm the winner. I'm so good at it.
Triple H was definitely building towards it, and they kind of messed that up. I think Vince didn't want either one of them to get over.
Probably.
That's my guess.
Oh.
And then he was afraid that both of them would get over if, going down that road. He laid the groundwork before Neo. Yes, definitely. And again, I thought it would have been a good match. It's just they
screwed it up.
Totally screwed it up.
Yeah. Mario Kart. They just released the Mario Kart on your phone, and I got it, and I'm pretty good at it.
I don't know if I shared a picture of my commemorative Universal title yet. I don't know if have you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you have. I thought I'd seen it.
I play as your boy Yoshi. I like Yoshi. My brother always plays as Yoshi.
The main roster women division is basically 4 horsewomen. That's all. That's the issue you have right now with the women's division. That's it. It's fine. I'm gonna do that feud in NXT on 2K20.
No, my go-to character for like Mario Kart, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between like I really like being Bowser, but I also really like being Diddy Kong. So it's kind of a toss-up between the two. But Yoshi's always a good pick.
Yeah.
Yoshi's always good.
Yoshi's okay.
I can't wait to see the Fiend's 2K20 entrance. Did I see something? Maybe I'm making this up.
Sadly,
Maybe this is
you will most likely get
an outdated EO. Yeah, that'll suck.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know if I saw this correctly or not, but did they make a Fiend headlamp thing, and are they selling it? Because I feel like I saw somewhere.
I saw something on Twitter, but I don't know if they were making it. They should do something with Ember Moon.
I don't know.
Yeah, doing something with Ember Moon would be cool, but again, the issue is they don't push any of them.
Oh, they have 2 masks. They have the high quality expensive one, and then they have the cheap one.
What is that? Seriously?
That
doesn't even look like the Fiend.
They have the Bray Wyatt the Fiend plastic mask for $9.99, and then they have the Bray Wyatt the Fiend replica mask for $49.99. That's hilarious.
Have you seen the 2 masks they have on WWE Network or WWE Shop? Because the one mask doesn't even look like.
Guys, I don't even know if you can see that.
Probably not. There's like a glare.
But
the one mask is like, what is that?
It's so ridiculous. It's like the one on the
one on your left.
It's so not good. Oh,
I don't even know what that mask is.
What is it? It's like
the Funhouse is in my career mode.
No, I guess what I'm thinking of is the.
It looks like a random dude with a beard. Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, what is that? It doesn't. No. It's not even a good fake mask.
No, we should buy one of each and then just review them.
The replica.
Be like, all right, guys. Here's the replica mask. Doesn't it look like the Fiend? And now here is the plastic kids mask that looks like.
Buddy Murphy's getting all the titles. In
No, I suppose what I saw was they put the lantern on a T-shirt. Wow, they look awful.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Especially that Especially.
The one on the left, or the one on your left
Especially
is like
this one.
bad.
This one looks bad.
I don't even know what that is. It's a random person.
This one, I suppose, looks a little better, but it still looks pretty bad. Like, I think it looks better than the other one, but it's totally not, the same.
They couldn't have, put, an exact replica of it. Looks like brain blessed. Well, to be fair, it would be really hard to make hundreds of accurate Fiend masks.
You just take the mask that Bray had made, and you make it.
I suppose Bray probably just cut out the holes, and they didn't know how to copy it.
Jeez, man. No, but I suppose maybe what I saw was the lantern T-shirt. I thought they were making a lantern, though, that, people could carry.
I saw a lantern somewhere.
But they have 2 new shirts. They have the lantern shirt that glows in the dark, and then they have the See You in Hell shirt with, the Mr. Rogers character on it, which is really cool. I want the puppets. The puppets are so cool.
Yeah, puppets are pretty cool. Stop talking sense. It's WWE. Definitely. Bray's mask is one of a kind, so I don't mind it.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, and it's going to continue to be one of a kind because he's looked like nothing like it. I guess that's because they want to keep the original mask special for Bray. I don't know.
That is so funny.
Well, yeah, but anybody's going to walk around with those on and go, by the way,
I'm Bray Wyatt, the Fiend.
I'm the Fiend. No, you're not, because you look nothing like it.
That is so funny.
It could be worse. Oh, yeah, definitely
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
But, it's still pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't think it's great.
Oh, geez. Hats and headwear. Would that mask fall under headwear?
Probably. Or no.
Oh, that's kind of cool shirt. Or cool shirt.
That's a hat.
Cool hat.
If you're going to wear that as a shirt, you got problems.
The Macho Man.
I think that we are done.
That is so funny.
We've covered AEW. We've covered NXT. We liked NXT better. Who thinks the storylines in WWE 2K is better than WWE itself? Depends on what you do with it, James. Depends on what you do with it.
There is a new shirt.
There is a new shirt.
Yes, there is.
Yes, we did see that. I think we're going to head out. We'll be back Friday after SmackDown.
Yes.
Probably recap WCap NXT UK. That
recap recap.
I was gonna say WWE and NXT UK, and then I was like, no, that's too many words. And so you have to use your imagination for 2K20. Yes. Hey, thank you for coming in. Give me a whole podcast. You're awesome.
Yeah. Well, if anybody
Jordan,
do a gaming channel.
We are in the process of
working on gaming stuff.
Yes. We will.
Okay, so forewarning, if we were to do game stuff, I get very intense and
we actually have both of us have a gaming channel on Twitch, so and then we have.
Yeah, but we haven't done anything on there for a while.
I haven't done anything on there.
But no, I get very intense.
Good night, guys. Awesome show. Thanks, James. You have a good night. Export.
All right.
I guess see you at Raw Union 2.0.
I mean SmackDown. Saturday, I'm probably going to see the Joker. Super cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, for anybody who's in here who has not watched our new video that we put up yesterday, we put up a new action figure video.
Yes.
Go check that out.
Yeah.
So
we're in the process of sharing our WWE action figures.
Yeah, the second video.
So video number 2 is up. So if you didn't watch the first one, go watch the first one, and
then watch the second one.
Check out the second one, and you can see what figures we have.
Yeah.
With that, we are out of here. Thanks everybody for stopping in. For those of you that are in here, if you are not subscribed, make sure you hit subscribe. Hit the bell button so you know when we go live. We will see
Friday
you guys on
after
Friday after SmackDown. Put up Becky. We're going to, James, next week after she loses. Peace out.